Hey you guys, welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to Flightmas day 13. In today's video, I'm sure you have already read that title. I am going to be doing a Q&A. I asked y'all for questions. You guys gave me questions. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. Okay y'all, so I got the questions right here. I pretty much just took screenshots of the comment section where you guys left majority of your questions. I'm gonna try to answer everything. If I don't answer everything, y'all, there will be a part 2 to this Q&A. Continue to comment me questions down below in case I don't answer every question that I have here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. First question. Do you sometimes take your shoes off on a plane to rest or something? No. I will never take my shoes off on a plane to rest. When we're in between flights and we're able to sit on the airplane before the passengers board, for our next flight, like when we're in between, we will, sit in the seats. Sometimes we'll sit in the first class seats and recline them all the way back because y'all know the first class seats have the most space, the most leg room, and all of that. I will never take my shoes off on the plane or anything like that. Nothing against people that do take their shoes off on the plane. I personally just don't. What do you pack in your tote and suitcase? By tote, I guess you're referring to, because I carry 3 bags. I carry my lunchbox, my rollerboard / suitcase, and then I do have a smaller bag. I guess that would be considered a tote. I think maybe that's probably what y'all are talking about. And that bag, I pretty much treat it kind of like a purse, like a larger purse. My mom actually ordered me that bag from Travel Pro as a Christmas gift like a few years back, and it is very good quality, y'all. But so I keep my passport, my laptop, stuff that I might need during the flight. So all my lip gloss, lotion, moisturizer. Y'all know that when we're in the air, our skin gets really dried out. So I tend to like moisturize a little bit more during the flight. So I keep all that kind of stuff in my tote. Oh, I have this Pyrex glass bowl that I keep in my tote because if we're in flight and I want to eat my food that I packed for my trip, I can warm it up in the ovens, and we don't have like stuff on the plane for us to warm up our food in. We have to bring our own like aluminum foil, glass bowl, whatever you can fit in your luggage or whatever. So I bring this little like medium sized Pyrex, I think it's Pyrex glass bowl. So I keep that in my tote. My tablet I keep in my tote. Y'all, I honestly would have to go through my tote because I keep a bunch of stuff in there. Y'all know how women are, like how we are with our handbags. We just keep a whole bunch of miscellaneous things. Laptop, passport, crew badge, lotion, moisturizer, lip gloss, miscellaneous things, my tablet, water, like a bottle of water. That's pretty much it, what I keep in my tote. What do I pack in my suitcase? So this all just depends on where my trip is going, and this is why I like to know where I'm going. My bidding video should be out by the time this video comes out, and I told you guys I like being a line holder and I like having a line month so I can know exactly what I'm doing for the entire month. That helps me out so much when it comes to packing. Then y'all also know that I've said in previous videos that I struggle with overpacking. I really need y'all help with my overpacking because I don't know why I continue to overpack, especially if I know where I'm going. But in my suitcase, I usually like to do 2 workout clothes, like 2 workout outfits. So like 2 sets of gym clothes, a pair of jeans and a shirt, a pair of sweats and a shirt to commute home in. Like if I change clothes for my commuter flight home, I want to be comfortable. So I'll do a pair of sweats and a t-shirt, pair of jeans and a shirt, like if I go out on a layover, and then 2 sets of gym clothes. Shower shoes, a pair of tennis shoes for the gym, a pair of shoes to wear with my jeans and whatever shirt in case I go out or hang out with the crew or something, and then Nike slides to wear with my sweats and my shirt to commute home in after my trip. Toiletries, soap, face wash, moisturizers, lotions, perfume, stuff like that. I had to do a separate video letting y'all pack with me so y'all can help me figure out like where I'm going wrong and why I continue to overpack, especially if I know exactly where I'm going. That's just, honestly, that's psycho. Okay, this is a good question. Do you get paid when they cut your trip from 3 days to 2 days? Yes, y'all. If we are on a 3-day trip and something happens that's completely out of our control and it's a 3-day turned into a 2-day, we are pay protected for that entire 3-day, even though it fell apart. And basically that's better for us because that's less days we have to work, but the same amount of pay we would get if the trip had stayed the same. Yes, we do get paid for trips that start out one way. If they get cut short, we're pay protected for that. Yes. If you could design a new uniform, what would it look like? Oh my gosh. Been on my channel since the beginning. If you are a day one part of the crew, Mo's Life in a Bag, since the beginning, then you would know that we actually have switched uniforms recently. I'll put a picture up on the screen of the old uniform versus the new uniform. And I like our new uniforms. If I had to design a new uniform, the only thing I would probably change is not like the style. I like how you have the options between the blouse, the pants, the vest, the blazer, the dress, the skirt, and all of that. All of that can stay the same. Maybe I would just change the color. Instead of like a darker blue, I'd probably do more like a royal blue. Probably it. Probably just change the color. The styles of the uniform is fine. Favorite layovers. Y'all, I have been to so many like random cities since being based in Dallas, because I was in Miami first, and so it was pretty much like I knew where I was going to be going. Caribbean flying was pretty much what I did in Miami. So coming to Dallas and basically not going anywhere in the Caribbean, no like island tropical layovers, has been very different for me. And I've gotten adjusted to it and I actually like it. I would say, gosh, favorite layovers. Okay, y'all, so Bozeman, Montana. That is a place that I recently went to for a layover and I absolutely loved it. If you have never heard of Bozeman or you've never been before, please plan a trip to go, y'all. It's in the mountains. It's very low key. It's beautiful. The weather is really nice. The airport is really nice. It's a very nice, low key, like chill destination. Another layover that I really like is Boise, Idaho. I know this is so random, y'all, but Boise, I really enjoyed. I hung out with my crew. We went and got food at this really cute restaurant, and that was a lot of fun. Very clean there. It felt safe there. Really enjoyed my Boise layover. And then I'm trying to think of one more that I like. Seattle. I really enjoyed my time in Seattle. I actually have a video on my channel when I laid over in Seattle for the very first time. Since that video, I've been to Seattle like several times and it's always fun going there. Good food, things to do. They have a really nice market with like fresh seafood, fresh fruits and vegetables, a lot of fun. So I would say Bozeman, Montana, Boise, Idaho, and Seattle. Is commuting hard compared to living in base? This question a lot and I talk about it a lot on my channel too. Commuting is very challenging. It can be very challenging at times. It can be very difficult. It can be very exhausting on your body and just on your mind. Constantly like have to be planning ahead. You really don't have a rest in your mind until you have like a string of off days, because you constantly are having to not only plan and prep for your trip, but you also have to plan and prep for your flight to actually get to work. I don't know if that sounds like maybe it's not a lot, but it actually is. Just because we do fly standby, we don't have confirmed seats just because we work for the airline. You never know if you're gonna get a seat on a flight, you're trying to make it to work, or vice versa when you get back from a trip and if you live at base, when you get back from the trip, you can walk to the parking lot and get in your car and drive home. Whereas if you commute and you get back from your trip, you have to rush to your next gate if you're like cutting it close on time. You don't know if you're gonna get a seat home or not. You may have to be sitting on the jump seat to get home, which I'm not complaining about sitting on the jump seat because that's like a privilege. But you know, when you've been on a jump seat for your entire trip working, you don't really want to be on the jump seat when you're commuting to go home. You just want to sit like a regular passenger. It is challenging, it is tough, but it's doable. I've met several flight attendants, Grizz. I have met several flight attendants who have been commuting their entire career. They've been flying for 20, 30 years and they've been commuters for 20 or 30 years. So it's doable. Personally, I have a very easy commute. I commute from Memphis to Dallas. There's about 6 or 7 direct flights a day going to Dallas and coming back to Memphis. I really can't complain. Like, I really cannot complain about my commute. Overall, commuting in general is difficult, but my commute is easy. These are some good questions. This is a good one. What is your favorite or least favorite airport? I could definitely answer my least favorite. My least favorite airport would have to be Charlotte, point blank period. If I have some clips in my phone of what the Charlotte airport looks like whenever I land there, like it literally doesn't matter. The day of the week, the time. When I land in Charlotte, it's always hectic. The design of that airport, it seems as if it was not created or built to hold the maximum capacity of people that come through there. The amount of people that travel through the Charlotte airport who are connecting to get to other destinations is unreal, y'all. I mean, people pack in the Charlotte airport and they're like shoulder to shoulder. And y'all go down in the comments and let me know if you agree or disagree, because Charlotte airport stresses me out. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite airport? That's a really good question. I would say, I'm not gonna lie, DFW is probably one of my favorites. Only because I know DFW is huge, y'all. Like, I know several of y'all have probably traveled through Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. And I know it's huge. I mean, it's huge. And like all the terminals, and it's busy. But you know what I like about it? I like that it's big enough. Like, it is large enough to hold the amount of people who travel through. And I love the way DFW is set up. There's a sky train, so it takes you, there's 2 stops at each terminal. Terminal A, there's 2 stops. Terminal B, there's 2 stops. So that's a much quicker way for you to make your connection to get to wherever you're going to. The fact that there's so many different options for food. Like, there's so many different options and different places to eat in the DFW airport. I like the way it operates. I love that they're renovating some of the terminals. Another airport that I really like and that I mentioned is Bozeman. Y'all, the airport in Bozeman literally looks like a ski lodge. Like, it looks like a legit like ski lodge, like cabins. Like, when you go through Bozeman, it's like you're going for like a ski trip or something like that. That is the coolest, one of the coolest airports I have ever seen. I loved the Bozeman airport. Of course, I love Memphis International Airport, y'all. It's not the biggest and it's not the best. You know, it's small, but the newly renovated terminal in the Memphis International Airport, I'm not gonna lie, is very nice, and I can't wait to see what other renovations they have to come in the future. For the announcements flight attendants do, is it normally required to memorize them word for word, or can you read from your manual or work tablet most of the time and say them over the PA? This is a really good question, and I get asked this question all the time. Like, do you have your announcements memorized? Are you reading them? Do you have to read them word for word? No, y'all. We do not have to read the announcements word for word. If you're a new hire and you kind of just sort of like, maybe you don't know what to say or how to say it or the verbiage exactly or whatever, then yes, more than likely you will see some flight attendants reading word for word from their work tablets. But The longer you are a flight attendant, the easier the job becomes, the more confident you are in making your announcements, and you kind of just know what to say, what verbiage to use, and how to be professional with your tone making the announcements. So I know y'all will see in my videos, sometimes you'll see me reading directly from my tablet. If you see me reading directly from my tablet, it's probably an announcement that I haven't kind of put my own twist on it. Like, I kind of just read it word for word. Most of the time in my vlogs, when you guys see me making announcements, I'm not reading from my tablet. I'm pretty much have it memorized in my head what to say, and I'm able to say it like in my own way. This is gonna be my last and final question for this video. And it says, so do you work first class all the time? No, I do not work first class all the time. We have different positions. Position 1, 2, 3, 4 on the narrow body. When you fly on the wide bodies, that's when you're going into position 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you have way more flight attendants because it's a much larger aircraft. I mostly fly on narrow body aircrafts where there's 4 flight attendants on board. Position 1 is lead flight attendant. They are the one who works first class. Position 2 is the galley flight attendant. They are over the galley and in the main cabin. Position 3 helps position 1 in first class and does the service in the main cabin on the beverage cart. And position 4 helps with the beverage service in the main cabin as well. So if you're not position 1, you're not working first class. And I'm not position 1 all the time. Oh no, I do not work first class all the time. There are several times where I'm either in the back galley or I'm doing the beverage service on the cart in the main cabin. That is all I have for you guys for today's Q&A video. I hope that you guys liked it. Y'all really gave me like some good questions to answer. And please continue to drop any questions you have down below, because I am going to do a part 2. If I didn't get to your question, or if I didn't answer your question, I am going to answer it in a separate video, y'all. So continue to leave me comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe if y'all have not already. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Flightmas Day 14. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe tomorrow is Flightmas Day 14. That's crazy. And I know y'all see that your girl has been working on her skin. Y'all, I've literally been nursing my skin back to health. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a dermatologist appointment coming up, but I have been putting in work trying to nurse my skin back to health, because I don't play about this face, okay? See you guys tomorrow. Bye.